Hi and welcome to another episode of Andy Robinson RC. Cheers for checking out today's episode and cheers for joining us on the channel. Okay, so what have we got? Well, if you can see right in front of you, we've got something again that's a little bit special. We have a Mardave Meteor. Now, before we go on about this, if you watched our last one of our last episodes, you may recall we had a brand new inbox vintage Mardave Cobra, and I thought that was pretty cool managing to get hold of one of them, and I think this is either equally as cool, if not even more, well, I'd say cooler, but even more special. This is the buggy that came out before the Cobra in the late 80s. This was about circa 87, 88. Two-wheel drive buggy by Mardave, and it is the Mardave Meteor, which you see here. Now, it's come to me in its original box, which looks fantastic. There is a little bit of fading on it, but it just looks so cool. So we're going to have a look at this now. Now, I was lucky enough to find this on one of my favourite places really to get cars from, and I found this over on Facebook and Marketplace, and it was by complete mistake. I was just looking in through radio control cars. The seller had some Tamiya plastic kits for sale, not radio control cars, but it was listed under RC cars. So I scrolled through the pictures and there was a Mardave Meteor, and so I messaged the seller, see what they wanted for it, and a short while after we'd done a deal. Now I'll tell you what I paid for this as well. Now I think it was about right. I got this sent to me, including postage, at £160, which I thought was pretty good actually, considering you don't really come across too many of these days in the box. I mean, it is assembled, but it's never been used. We'll take a closer look, but I just love it. It just looks so cool just in the box. It's just ace. Right, okay, so we'll lift the lid on this. I'll just tip it up a minute for you. You can see it there. But we'll take it out and we'll have a proper look. I won't drag that out, but it came with a charger as well. We've got the little flag for your 27 megahertz radio, which I think that would have been band 5 green. Okay, we've got a few odds and ends in there, such as shock spares, pistons for the shocks, etc. A few screws and E-clips. And always like these, I think they look cool. You've got the packaging for the shocks, the oil-filled shocks that came with the kit, and on the back is how you assemble them, which is cool. And as well, unused, I don't think you got too many with it, but some unused Mardave Meteor decals as well. So that is very cool. Loving that. Okay, anyway, we'll put this to one side. And here it is. Look at that Mardave Meteor. That is so cool. Now, as I said, this is how I saw it in the pictures. I asked for some more pictures as well, because it's literally just that really that you saw, and the lady sent me some extra pictures over, and well, when I say extra pictures, I've got a top view and a bottom view and a few in the box, and I said, has it ever been used? And she said no, it's never been used. So that was another good indication that it's not been had any messing around with. Anyway, so the deal was done and it was posted to me, and I got it just a couple of days ago. Okay, so as you can tell, the body shell's been cut out already. We'll take this off, and actually it's been cut out really nicely as well. All the windows cut out nicely, a little hole for the switch there, the two sides for the battery holders that protrude out from the side of the shell. But they've made a nice job. I mean, it's a slight discoloration to the I think the ABS shell now, but that wouldn't affect it. You could paint that up, no problems. And of course, the wing as well is on there. I'm not sure if the wing's been cut out correctly. I think it should. I think the back part should have been taken off, but it hasn't on this, so that could still be done. But yeah, so anyway, I'll just tip this up for you, and you can see it as it is. Now this is exactly. I've not done with anything with it. I've not had it running at all. I just wanted to show you guys. Anyway, I'm going to tip this up, and you can see it there in all its glory. And it even came in with the radio gear as well, and I wasn't expecting that at all. No handset, but it did come complete with the Futaba S418 and S418 servos and Futaba receiver. And it's still obviously got its manual speed control, or mechanical speed control, I should say. I'll say it's not moved, and even as well, I'm not even taking that out. There is even a 7.2 9CAD battery in there as well. If you can see, the plug wire for it's there, and even a 4-cell AA battery holder for obviously powering the steering. So, I mean, it's just it's such a time warp car. It's fantastic. I love it as well. So it's even got the Eclipse holding on the wheels as well, which is so cool. Okay, now let's have a bit of a going over it. So Mardave Meteor roughly came out in 87, 88. Now, if you look at the one on the box, it has got white wheels with the holes in there. I think, if I'm right, they came off the Apache 2-wheel drive buggy, which again precedes the Meteor. That was before the Meteor. And all the plastics are all in black. So the shocks are in black on this. I'm assuming this is like a prototype one, this. And the front bumper is blue on the box and black on the finished buggy. So yeah, so the plastics have been changed from the black to red for the shocks and the shock tower and what have you. So that's cool. And again, so they did change the rims. You could get these in a red as well, with the holes in, like the white ones on the box. And then I think they must have swapped over to these red dished wheels as well. So it's got its 540 white N-bell motor there as well. And now I can't remember, I'm assuming if this is kit, it might not be bore raced, or there might be two bearings where the outdrives go and the rest is on bushings. I'm not sure, but I'm presuming that's what the case is. Okay. So, when so if you've got a Mardave, they did change it a few details over time. I think the later ones, because this has got a bare alloy chassis, I think the later ones they did a gold anodized chassis as well, and that might have been on the long wheelbase Meteors, because they did a long wheelbase one as well. And what also people tended to do, or some people did anyway, some people would put an RC10 front end on theirs, and also the RC10 shocks as well, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. It's just such an iconic buggy. It's just ace. I mean, sadly, I say this a lot in my videos, I won't be keeping this one. This is going to a new home. But the main reason is I saw it and I wanted it on the channel just to show you guys pretty much what a brand new Mardave Meteor would look like. Now the only thing that I have noticed, now unless it's in this bag and I've not picked up on it, I can't tell, is that one of the steering, let's say the steering links at the top for the double wishbone link at the top, which you could replace to a turnbuckle, is on this side it's been replaced with a metal bar, it should be plastic on that side. Now I can only assume that either it broke while assembling the vehicle, or they lost it while they were building up. So someone's made an alloy one out of metal there, which is fine. It does the same job. I kind of like it in a way because it's part of the vehicle's history, but you could look around and hopefully pick one up if you wanted to put it back. Tyres, nowhere in the tyres at all. All nice and spiky, and yeah, it's just a great looking thing. So, and I'll show you the chassis underneath. There you go. So not a scratch on there. Oil fill shocks. I mean, I'm presuming there's oil in these. Might not be actually, feeling that, but they should have oil in. Oh, yeah. There you go. I think they've been dry built, to be honest. But I mean, get some oil in, we'll be fine. I mean, at least they're not all seized up. So that is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, they used to, be quite a cool buggy running around. And in fact, I saw one of these zipping around at one of the. I'm not sure if it's the Lakeland Classic in Kendal or one of the club meets, and someone was ripping around a Mardave Meteor, which was ace to see, because you're not going to see too many zipping around. But yeah, how cool is that? Love it. Right, so yeah, so this one is going off to a new home. Which is partly for another reason I'm not getting it going, because also if I started getting it going, I probably want to keep it, and unfortunately I cannot afford to keep this one. And also as well, I bought that brand new Mardave Cobra to build up, so I can't really justify having both. But I can quickly show you the finished Cobra. Now it's got no electrics in, it's just been finished off, but there it is. So I've actually got it now. I was waiting on the shocks to put on it, which funny enough, I had to order them from two separate companies, but the real ones turned up today, so I've fitted them on. And I've got, what they are is I've got some from Fast Tracks. They are Fast Tracks shocks. Now, I've not had them before, but I wanted to give them a try. Now, they are better than the original Mardave Cobra ones that came with it, and they don't feel too bad. The shock lengths were a bit odd, so they're slightly shorter than the other ones that come with it. I think they're 95mm at the rear and 75mm at the front, but I mean, it's no biggie. No biggie, and luckily they're not leaking everywhere, which is good. So I'm pleased with that. The only thing I'm not happy with on the Fast Tracks ones is the adjustable collars. They seem to skip the threads on the shock bodies a bit, so it's a bit of a pain to get them exactly lined up right. But then again, they weren't overly expensive. What, £15 a pair? But other than that, they don't seem too bad, and we'll give them a run eventually and see what they're like. It's just that the collar, the adjustable collar, that I'm not overly happy with. But besides that, yeah, it seems fine. I think I do need to do a bit more trimming to the body, and we need to find some electrics for it as well. I'll just whip the shell off, and you can see. There we go. That's the finished vehicle now. Well done. So it's obviously it's all new, brand spanking new and ready to go. So can't wait to get that fitted up with some electrics and give that a run. And then we'll see about if I decide to do any modifications to it. So there we go. And we're going to end this video pretty much here. But look at that. Mardave Meteor, Mardave Cobra. So you've got late 80s two-wheel drive, and you've got the sort of early to mid-90s Mardave Cobra. So fantastic stuff. Okay, cheers for checking this video out, much appreciated as always. Now if you can please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of our future videos, that would be much appreciated, and hit that like and notification bell. Okay, we're going to leave it here now. Look after yourselves, take care, and we'll see you on our next episode soon. See you later, bye.